Hey, welcome into another episode of the Todd Fox Postgame Show with your host, Todd Fox. That is me on the Halos Baseball Network. Halos in the Infield Baseball Network. Look, this has been a tough day. I'm running late. Obviously, the game ended hours ago, but I needed time to marinate from, a game that when you're winning 6-2 in the eighth inning is about a 97% win percentage at that point. You should knock the game out and end the misery. 10 games prior, I mean, it's not like we'd won 5 out of 6 and we just dropped one. We blow penned a game. But this was a blow pen game. This was a buttercup. This was everything that we didn't want it to be, didn't need it to be. We needed a W in the worst freaking way. And the game started good. We had a pitcher that we faced a long time ago with Texas, who we dominated. We'll go through the stats real quick. Duffy had 2 hits and an RBI. Walsh had a big two-run single. He had 2 hits and 2 RBIs. Trout actually got a run today on a walk. He did not get a hit. Dell went 1 for 4 on an infield single. He did not look good. 2 for 2 Suzuki and 2 walks. Unbelievable. He would have been the freaking player of the game. Velasquez, Squid, dressed like Squid, went 0 for 3. You had 4 men left on base, so it's not like they left a ton of guys on base. Patrick, here's the problem that they had today, and I'm going to get to all of it, because at some point you got to think this team's going to win. Now you look at the standings, and we're 8.5 out. 8.5 out of first place, where 2 weeks ago we were neck and neck with Houston, and we've spotted them at 8.5 game lead. So I'm going to get to what my takes is on that. First off, Sandoval, 4 2/3, 4 runs and 4 hits allowed, 2 hits. He threw 94 pitches. He was not allowed to finish the 5th inning with a lead. He had the lead at the time. Quijada came in and salted it away for about an inning and a third. Tepera did his job on a hold, his 13th. The problem was Loop. And I'm going to say this because a lot of you knuckleheads on Facebook and a lot of the other idiots, the Halo honks, will say it's not the coach's fault, it's the players. No, the coaches have put these players in stupid situations where you had Loop, who was an 8th inning guy all year with the Mets, knew his role. Same thing with Tepera. He's juggled them throughout the damn lineup and rotation the entire time, putting him in different spots, unfamiliar scenarios. And just like Iglesias, he's not good in a non-closing situation, but he's juggled him around, threw him around, did whatever he wants. Well, tonight, you're asking Loop, who has struggled in non-save situations, to then work save situations. He's struggled, and he's continued to struggle. Now, why wasn't Herget called upon then? Herget should have came in the 8th inning. Instead, they give it to Loop. Loop gives the bases loaded to Iglesias. Iglesias, who just the other day, lying Joe Madden, said to you and all of us, it's an organizational thing. We will not pitch a guy back-to-back nights, nor multiple innings. Lies. He did it all last year. It wasn't an organizational thing last year. What, you changed this year? So then this year, nothing like that happens. He's sticking to his word until lies. Iglesias comes out for a 6-out save or a 7-out save. 5-out save. There was already 1 out. He gets the first strikeout. Now here's what I'm thinking. Why doesn't Genius Joe, like he did in Texas, walk the bases loaded? Because he was so scared of that hitter, right? Who's not even that good. But you have Bryce Harper with the bases loaded. He's really good. Why wouldn't, if you're going to use your Joe Madden logic, because you're Joe Madden and nobody knows how to run a baseball team unlike you, why don't you walk Bryce Harper? I mean, you already did it against a mediocre hitter. Why don't you walk an actual star? Because maybe Iglesias can get hit the next guy. And Kurt Suzuki, if that's either you or Iglesias, it's either Iglesias missing his spot or you're just a dumbass, Suzuki. 3 balls and 2 strikes, and that pitch was a slider down the middle? You don't challenge a good hitter like that. You throw it low and away or low and inside, and if he swings at it, hell yeah. If he doesn't, okay, live to fight another batter. But instead, you give up a grand slam. 6-6, okay? All right, now it's a punch in the gut, especially for a team that's lost 10 in a row. So then you go to the bottom of the 9th after your team rallies for a run. shouldn't you have thrown Herget out there to start the inning? No. He gives it to Herget, and after Iglesias has already put a couple more guys on, or a guy on. So Herget gives up a hit, and then Herget gives up a home run. 1 out away from getting a victory after you scored a run in the top of the ninth. And you take another loss and now fall 8.5 back of Houston. And here's the thing I'm going to say. Duffy came out on a tweet by Sam Blum. Sam Blum's the only one getting the hats. Kudos to him. He's the only one getting the actual exclusive interviews. He talked to Duffy, and Duffy said about closed-door meetings that we were talking about just the other day. Oh, we've had one player's closed-door meeting and one a coach's closed-door meeting. Okay, that's news to all of us because we've been clamoring for that the last week. Yet, when Joe was asked about it the other day, and I quote, Joe Maddon said to all of us, lies again, because I don't believe Duffy. I think Duffy's covering for his manager. Duffy's been around the league enough to know that you do call these meetings. But when Joe was asked, plain and simple, by a reporter from Philadelphia, have you had a closed-door meeting? His response, and I quote, said, who am I supposed to get mad at? Who am I supposed to yell at? These guys are trying their hardest. We have a good game plan. Everything's working for us. I'm proud of what we're doing. We just aren't winning. So let's break that down. Who am I going to yell at? Try your coaches. Who are you going to yell at? Try your players. Yell, do something. So he denied any players' meetings. So why would Duffy come out and say, oh, there's players' meetings all of a sudden? Because it's lies. And then you come down to it and you say, okay, he says, we're doing a lot of good things. Great. He says, we're doing things great. Okay, losing 10 games, now 11 is doing things great. And all of a sudden, Mike Trout's out there taking batting practice. All of a sudden, when dumbass Joe says we don't need to take batting practice, we're the only goddamn team in our division and the American League who doesn't take consistent batting practice. Gee, I wonder why our offense sucks ass. I wonder why we only swing for the fences. And he says we're doing a lot of good things. What? No hit and runs, no fundamental baseball. Fundamentals isn't in their vocabulary. We're doing a lot of great things. And then he finishes a quote by, we're just not winning. So try saying that to your boss, you know, if you're trying to sell a product or make numbers at the end of the month or the year. Oh, we're doing a lot of great things. We're just not making money. That doesn't make any sense. The whole object of this game is to win. And you're not winning. So I don't care what the fuck you're doing. It's not working. So how do you have the balls? Because I'll give Joe that. He doesn't have much sense, but he has balls to lie to your face as a fan, to the media, that they're actually invested 100% and they're doing what it takes to win. You and I have watched enough baseball in our lifetime to look at this team and look at the opposing team and say every game in this losing streak that the other team has their shit together and we don't. And you could see the effort on the field is not the same as the other team. So, Perry, if you're listening, if you have any pink slips ready, please have them filled out and in the locker room of every one of the coaches on this staff. Because someone needs to fry for this crap. Because it's not just like we missed the playoffs last year or we went to the playoffs last year and this team, you know, has an off year. No, this is 7 long years. Perry's put the pieces together for this team to work. And Maddon's fucked it up from the start of the season. And somehow the team was winning until this point. And to this point, it seems like in most situations, if they're doing something so great and he's proud of their effort, so he's proud of what it looks like players just swinging at everything, no fundamentals whatsoever. He's proud of strikeouts, and he's proud of errors. I mean, any one of us can see that there's major problems in the locker room. and as far as the culture on this team. So again, Perry, please, I beg you, if you want to save this season and save your fans' frustration and paper bag night at the ballpark, please fill out those pink slips, because it's painfully obvious that these coaches need to get fired, and these players need a fire lit under their asses. No more smiles. Let's go to work. Let's play this game like we want to win and get a winning culture in here. Whether it's exercise 2-a-days, batting practice early, whatever it takes. Whatever you're doing now is not working. And that's my opening monologue. I'm fucking pissed. 11 straight. It's unacceptable on all levels. I mean, even if we're the Royals, I wouldn't expect this. Or the Pirates. A team with a fraction of our freaking payroll plays harder than we do night in and night out. That is sad. Sad. Rule says, I just want to cry, man. This has to be the end of the Madden, right? And I would think so. A game under 500. John Martin says, we're bad. Fuck Joe Madden. Chris says, fire everyone on the staff and the media and all the relief pitchers. EQ says, we're going to get into all the comments, by the way. Rob says, knew it was over when they took Sandy out, taxing the overworked bullpen. Todd, can we please play your favorite song? No, we can't. Don't you dare. What the F? I have no words after Madden trending on Twitter, or fire Madden trending on Twitter. Can't wait until we get to 20, Daniel says, as far as losing streak. Farlow on YouTube says, this is a bad dream. Can we please wake up from it? Nick says, what the hell? God damn it, man. I blame those damn Thundersticks. Yeah, blame that one page that got it out there. Todd, you're echoing again. God damn it, dude. I thought I fixed the echo before this, but I'm going to have to check that out. And it's going to be one of those things where you're going to have to bear with me. And I'm going to have to get tech support on this because I can't fix it during. So just bear with me on it. So, yeah, I heard the replay the other day. I was echoing like a mother. It's rigged. There's no explanation. Suzuki is leadoff next game. He was 2 for 2. Oh, surprise, Adele went 1 for 4. Josh says, F you, Marsh. I didn't need to take second. God damn it, Iggy. If you would have thrown that pitch in the right place, he's pissed off. Todd looking like a blood today. Yeah, I sure am. Let's see, bankrupt this team. Vince says Warriors and Celtics in the finals. He's not even caring about basketball. Aaron makes me loopy. You've used that one 1,000 times. F this team, fire Madden. Nathan says, Daniel says Herget is our only good pitcher, and he gave up the home run. Kind of got the echo going, but you sound well. Thank you. I'll try to fix that. Easy, Todd, your blood pressure, Jim. I know I got to work on that. I'm a grandpa now. Torrent says incredible. Bring up the TV to pitch, or bring up Ty, I'm sorry. Hi, my name is says, what the holy fuck? Crazy how we did not have a single win in June. RIP this team. And remember when we said the toughest part of the schedule is coming up here between June and July? Now look at us, dude. We're over in this in these games. Hi, my name is Bro, says Preach. Harper has owned Iglesias in about 6 at-bats. I think that was his 3rd homer against him. Good call, Torrid. 2 home. Now, you're scared of a guy who's on a mediocre Texas Rangers team who really hasn't done that much to stay healthy over the years. And you have a legitimate superstar with a bases loaded in Bryce Harper. You're not willing to walk him because it's not the right genius move. But you're able to walk a guy who, again, is not all that great in Texas, and you get lucky somehow there, but you're not willing to walk a guy with the bases loaded with a lead. You want to walk a guy with the bases loaded when you're losing. So makes no sense. Agree, walk Harper. Don't give him an opportunity to have that swing. Yeah, because the next guy is not going to hit a grand slam. I guarantee it. At this point, I think a 10-year-old kid yesterday, Hunter, could do a better coach than Madden. Yes, EQ. Juicy says we're doomed. Let's see. Trout to the Dodgers confirmed, of course, Grill Masters. Sky is falling as usual. Demetrio says one thing I really didn't like when Ohtani came up after we got the lead. Instead of continuing the rally, he's swinging for the fences and strikes out. Could have manufactured more runs. Exactly. But no. Today, a buttercup as well. James says, it's amazing how many times we've second-guessed Madden's game managing decisions. And, James, it's a brilliant take. You should not be second-guessing your manager night in, night out. I mean, of course they make mistakes during the seasons, and we could say, okay, so-and-so coach cost us this game. This happened here, whatever, but the players make up for it. They make mistakes too. It's all in part of the game. But when you're doing it on the nightly, it's a problem. It's not even about Houston anymore. We need to right the ship. Yes, Torrid, and that's the problem. The thing is, when we were in the division, when we didn't piss it away just 2 weeks worth of baseball, this team was looking up at a potential, if they get through June and July, through the trade deadline, we could be fighting for a playoff spot in a not so bad August and an easy September, setting things up for a division race with the top dog, Houston Astros. Who knows? We could have been in the lead by then. I'm not saying it's over, but it's a super long shot. Now, like Torrid says, we have to right the ship, try to get back to consistent winning baseball, and hang around in the wild card. And the only problem with that is, again, you're going to be hurting yourself once the playoffs start, if you reach there. Then you're up against the 8 ball because you're fighting probably around that time in August and September, 6 other teams vying for 2 or 3 spots. So it's going to be tough either way. And a lot of people say, well, it's too early to think. Well, no, it's not. It's not. I mean, this team is just circling the drain more and more. And just when you thought the losing was over, I thought it was over in the 8th inning. I really did. I thought, okay, we got this. You know, he'll pitch us out of this jam. He'll work that magic, and we'll be good. When I saw that ball go off his bat, I didn't even look. I turned away. There was no need to watch it go into the upper deck. There was no need. I saw the replay, but I didn't watch it live. I'm so hopeful reflecting this team. Joe Madden sucks. Again, where is Trout? Trout's not there. Duffy is a Madden hawk. Exactly, James. I can see smoke coming out of your ears, and Cap Todd said, the kid said, yeah, I'm pissed, man. I'm freaking pissed. Coaches must have been watching movies in the closed-door meeting. Surely they weren't discussing baseball because there was none. There was none. There was no closed-door meeting whatsoever. I hope Perry has a meeting with Madden tomorrow morning or even tonight. I think he's going to catch him on the way home, dude. There has to be something. I wouldn't say shit like that to my boss. I'd go and get fired. Grillmaster says, Todd, I hope you took high blood pressure pills. You guys are concerned for my health. I love it. Ride or die with Iggy in there. I agree, Jack, but that pitch was right down the freaking middle. That's his 4th home run given up. Joseph Garcia says, how did we choke today? Well, that was a grand slam. That's what that was. Start a team meeting with the boys. I don't care what they say or what you do. Just do something. I'm trying to figure out what losing streak will do to the team's positivity in the future. They need to learn something from this. Yeah, but too much. I think they've learned too much is that they can't get out of it right now. Bring back Socha. Jimmy Gonzalez says, because they are Buttercup's family. Steven Viago says Sandoval should have been allowed to finish the inning. That's what the things that started turning around. The thing in the bad spot. And, you know, again, when you're taking out pitchers after 4 1/3, 4 2/3, they've battled that long. Let him get the last freaking out. He's up at that point 5-2. Okay? I think he's veteran enough to have pitched out of that jam. I have faith that he could have given me 20 to 30 more pitches. We've seen Sandoval pitch 110 to 120. He was at 94. He could have gotten one more out. We actually did get a shutdown inning from Sandy today. I was shocked. Torrid says, I wonder if Perry needs Artie's permission to fire Madden. Well, that's a good question. Debbie says, Todd, you're making a lot of good points. Thank you, Debbie. Sid the Kid says the players and coaches should shave their heads before tomorrow's game. Boy, yeah, just go hairless now. Just freaking go hairless. Just do an all-body shave. Let's see, he lied to us last year about Trout's injury. I thought we could trust Joe. Can't trust him anymore. That's true, Brian. Remember, he said, oh, he's going to be back next week. He's going to be back next week. He's going to be back next week. Then September rolls around. It's like, he's done. He's done for the season. I've got a batting tee at home. I'm ready to come and assist these guys to hit. I agree. We need Rendon back. Matt Miles. Grillmaster says, fire Perry if Madden. No, we're not firing Perry. I have actually faith in that dude. James says, I hate when Madden doesn't let the starters finish innings. That would do wonders for the starters' confidence. Exactly. Torrid says, I know we've played some tough teams, but thought this month that mostly on the Angels side that they would beat these other teams. We've blown about 5 leads during this streak. Exactly. And well, here's the thing, too. During the telecast, you heard Matty V and also our boy Mark Gubazov say, well, they played some tough teams and they've had to, yeah, tough teams are great. Tough pitchers are great. But when you're having mediocre pitchers shut you down on the nightly because you can't hit, then there's more issues than meets the eye. It's not this whole, it's just a tough pitcher. You got to tip your hat to him. I understand that happens. Hold on. It's a little early for phones. I'm almost there, and I'll take phone calls. Trust me. 11 straight losses are inexcusable. Trade Ohtani to the... See, again, Grillmaster, when you say stuff like that, nobody wants to read it, including myself. What's up with these pitchers throwing beach balls down the middle? Well, you know what? That's the call of the catcher nowadays. I agree, Todd, for the payroll. It's totally unacceptable. Joe Madden Costas, Grillmaster says. Jack says, even the guys on the radio said, walk Harper and don't give him anything. Yes, Jack! That's what should have happened. I mean, if you're with this Madden logic, why don't you use the Madden logic somewhere positive? Again, you walk a guy with the bases loaded and you're losing. So if you're willing to do it then, why wouldn't you do it with a high-pressure situation and a guy who's very dangerous in hitting home runs? And they needed a home run to tie in that situation. So it's not like you had a 6-run lead. You had a 4-run lead with the bases loaded. It would have been wise to probably walk the best hitter on the field at that particular time. Because right now, if I'm going to say, gee, who was the best player on the field between Harper, Ohtani, and Trout? I'm going to say Harper. Because Harper's hitting. Harper's having a Harper year. Trout's not. Ohtani's not. So the best player on the field was Harper at that time. And he showed you why. He's clutch. Steven says, Angels are laughing stock of the MLB. Everyone says the team is overhyped and got big heads when they were in first place. And that's the thing that really sucks for me as a fan. Because year after year, as Angels fans, you have to hear, we're wasting Trout's prime. Then you hear, we're wasting Ohtani's prime. And then you're like, we're 27-17. We're primed to have a good season. Maybe this is a year we get to the postseason. The Reds were the laughing stock. Now they're winning. We now have the worst losing streak in all of baseball. We've had the biggest turnaround in all of baseball for the worst. We are the laughing stock of baseball with the two biggest stars on the team and with a third player that should be a star who's not performing and is constantly hurt and making big dollars. We are a laughing stock right now. And that is the hardest pill to swallow as an Angels fan. I know it is for me. It's really tough because I'm tired of it. I really am not really – I don't want to give up on this season, but it's getting to code red to where we're in trouble big time. And I just want to witness them get back to the postseason because I wasn't expecting a World Series. I was just expecting them to get to the postseason, make some noise, and build on bringing better players here next year and developing the ones we have coming up and making a real run next year. This was supposed to be a stepping stone. Maybe it still can. But damn, guys, things got to change, and they got to change fast. I mean fast. What is the actual chances that Madden it's getting fired? It's raising by the hour, my friend Tony. Let's see. This is the underachieving is crazy, Big Tit says. I love the name, by the way. Angels may lose 17 straight. How do we solve this or talk about 2002? So damn tired of the 2002 stuff. And it just coincides with the anniversary of 2002, Jim. Todd, that guy screaming in the alley with all of us, a reverb is going on. I'm sorry, Steven. I bet the Astros are calling the Major League Baseball to have the curse on us and deliberately trying to cost us games. I don't think it's a curse. I haven't been able to watch games over the last week or so, but it seems like they have not figured out what they've done and not changed anything. Well, there you go, Yvette. That's exactly what has happened. This stupid F's that Perry picked up the play. The middle infield was straight effing garbage today, Jaime Name says. Our last win was May 25th. Yeah, let that sink in. Wade, Duffy, and Velasquez balls needs to be DFA'd. And you know what the thing is, too, about Wade? It's not an Angel game until he gets thrown out by a stupid base-running blunder. He was thrown out once today. He should have been thrown out twice today, getting picked off at first. He is a decent player. I'll say he's a decent role player. I would like to see him play a little bit more, but I'd like to pinch run for him a lot of times because he gets on base and he just doesn't know how to stay on a base, and he'll steal at the inopportune times, too. I don't know. Grillmaster says, baby Olivia is unhappy. That's my granddaughter. She still has not witnessed a win. Angels in the Outfield movie is accurate, LOL, Jack says. It is to the T accurate. With Danny Glover going off, oh my gosh. Instead of dressing like Squid, we should dress like Harper. Yeah, like a winner. Well, nah, he's not really a winner. My video I posted on Instagram is getting blown up. I hope it works when we get out of this, when we get him fired. Let's see. Stephen Viago says that manager actually cared. In the movie. Chris says, can we rebuild the team and at least we know that we suck on purpose? Yeah, if we we have the talent and we're not winning. I'd rather watch college baseball playoffs right now. Those kids seem to be playing with harder than us on the pros. That's true. I wish right now that we had the World Baseball Classic around because they played harder than these guys do. And that's just being serious right there. There's always next year, Richard says. Torrid says, Thor has to show something tomorrow. I mean, he has to at least go halfway decent tomorrow. He does. Todd, what is Papa Fox saying? He came up to me after, because again, I wasn't home. I was watching the game somewhere else. And I came home to see him. He goes, can you believe this? Can you believe this? They blew a 6-2 lead in the 8th inning. How can you give a grand slam? And he was just going off, and I'm just sitting there like, yeah, you know what? Just go on, Dad. Dude, I get you. You're every Angels fan that actually gives a damn. You're not a Halo honk that's like, well, we'll get them tomorrow because, you know, you have faith in this team, and well, I'm proud of my losers. Those Halo honks just blow me away. They literally will tell you straight to your face, I don't care if they lost today. I'm proud of them, gee golly whiz. Shut the fuck up. How can you be proud of a losing team? You're just like Joe Madden saying we do great things. We've been doing great things. We've done all this stuff, but we just haven't won. What have you done then? I mean, what have you done? How stupid are you? And the people that believe that stuff are just idiots. I'm sorry. And I hate to call out some of our Angel fan base. I'm not saying it's any of you guys, because you guys and gals that follow this page know better. Some of you guys and gals are smarter than me. You know, Ace and all these other ones that call up, even Hunter, you know, can kill it on here because they know their stuff. And so you guys aren't honks at all, dude. But those honks just drive me nuts. It's all because he puts that radio show together since 2007 or 8. It's hard to believe Roger Lodge has been doing that longer than his other career with Blind Date. That's crazy. Coaches were watching Angels in the outfield. Well, if they were watching that movie, JT, they would actually learn something. Josh says closed-door meeting so Madden could get fucking high. There you go. Yes, he was taking pitchers out 4 2/3 innings, of course. Jimmy Gonzalez says, is this a curse of the Bambino, but in Trout form or Ohtani? I hope not. Stephen Vigo says the mile per hour on the pitch of the last game was 75 down the middle. What do you expect to happen? Yeah, that was a real lazy pitch he threw up there. Let's see. I'm expecting Madden to be dismissed from his managerial duties tomorrow morning. I hope so, Armani. I really hope so. Grillmaster says, look back at what Sandoval did today. He did great. I saw him when Madden came out, and he was really pissed, as he should. If I'm out in the mound, I'm going to tell him I'm going to shout out this guy. This isn't my guy. And this is the thing, too. I've seen pitchers, when they're about ready to get called out of a game, be like, get the hell back in the – you know, they'll yell at their managers. But, you know, apparently that hasn't happened yet. Social was bad, but not this bad. I agree. Martin says Joe needs to go back to his previous job as a used car salesman. You may have seen the highlight when John Lackey did that. Yes, he did. See, our batters all need to go to the optometrist. Yeah, it looks like they can't see the ball. They're swinging so bad. We do need Danny Glover, Matt Miles. Just trade Trout and Ohtani so we have a decent future, Daniel. You could get a huge haul for them. That would bring ticket prices down. That would make more tickets available. However, you could get a huge haul. I said it before and I'll say it again. You trade to a contender and add a third team to trade prospects between both teams, and I guarantee you the Angels will get a huge haul. Is it bad that I'm not invested in the Angels right now? Because if you're a basketball fan, your team's in the finals, and the Angels are losing 11 in a row. I don't agree with basketball because I'm not a fan of it anymore, but I still say you go for the team that's in the championship by all means. Jason Dean says Madden doesn't have logic. He does what is it called? Does any mini miny mo? Exactly. Yes, everybody is laughing at us. That's the problem with it. I will never get to see playoff baseball. It will come, Mateo. It will. Chase says, Todd, your audio is echoing. Yeah, I need your help on that, Chase. I think I screwed something up. Jason Dean says, yeah, next year. We got next year. Even the opposite telecast learned said that we used to play a good small ball, and we've got away from that. Yes, Lewis, even other teams can see that. Let's see. Brian says, Perry can't wait for the end of the season to change a coaching staff. Don't let me get this genius. Fuck all that anymore. Let's see. Randy says, fuck! 310 Manuel says, what can we get for Wade, Velasquez, and Duffy? Probably a bag of baseballs. I did like the hustle Walsh had, though, today. Yeah, that was good. This just in. Madden just thrown in and out of the team plane over New Mexico. Yeah, with no parachute. The last time the Angels won a damn game was before my grandbaby. Yeah, unfortunately. Maybe she's the bad luck. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. We had a good fourth inning and nothing after that. We did not walk. We did not work outs. It was pathetic. And yes, Jack, you know what that comes to? In-game adjustments. So if a team starts pitching you a certain way after you've gotten success and you're obviously striking out and picking up outs, you want to change your approach the next time through. Just like a pitcher who gets through the first part of the lineup good, has struggles through the second time. If he wants to get through the third time of the lineup, he's got to adjust to the batters and change up his mentality and his approach. Hitters, it's the same way. The Angels don't constitute that because our coaches are too busy doing other shit than what they're supposed to do. So that's why the Angels never adjust good, and that's why you see the Angels scoring early if they do and don't do nothing the rest of the game, or they don't do anything for a good part of the game, then somehow get a break and then get a couple runs on a home run and then continue to do nothing. That's what happens. Let's see. I legit lost my shit at the end of the game. I did see that video, by the way, Randy. Ohtani, and check him out on Fast Times. That was both funny and sad at the same time. I felt for you, Randy, as I left. Ohtani needs batting practice because he's terrible right now. Let's see. Shut the fuck up. Tell him, Todd. And then let's see. Who's Hunter? Well, Hunter was a good call from yesterday. Let's see. I hope. Philip says, I hope Ohtani walks from this team. He's still struggling at the plate and on the mound. Very inconsistent. Not worth $400 million, which he's going to probably try to get. So, yeah, he's not sold on him. I'd rather be a Halo honk. Roger gave up better seats at the seats in the clouds in the 600s. Yeah, Curtis says, do you think we need to make some trades? It's getting close to that, but what we need to do is start to see what this team is made of. We got to see if the team's going to respond, but we have not seen them have to face any adversity from the coaching staff because I think they're lying. There's been no meetings. The media would have known about it. Are we cursed, though? Today was very painful. It's almost like you could see it coming, Mike Mendoza said. 310 Manuel says, I hope this team is losing on purpose until Madden gets fired. Maybe that's it. Debbie says, Todd, how do you think we'll do against the Red Sox? That's an interesting question there, Debbie, because the Red Sox are a good baseball team, and they're getting better. They have the talent to win. They've been underachieving, but right now they're buried like us in their division. Now they got better opponents in their division, which I think they're going to finish fourth because you have Tampa, New York, and Toronto in that division. I think Boston's facing an uphill battle to try to get back into the postseason talk. But if you think about it, the Angels are making other teams good again. You know, we've helped out the last 3 series. So I don't want that to happen here at the Big A. I'm hoping that the fans come out loud and they come out booing. And because we can't allow this losing streak to continue, we got to beat the Red Sox. The Red Sox are going to play us tough. This is not going to be an easy series whatsoever. So I'm hoping the Angels can get a split just to get started again. That's what I'm hoping. Sosha laughing while he sits with his prime steak at Mastro's. I think he's eating spaghetti, to be honest. Sandoval should have pulled a Scherzer and Lackey as far as to Madden. I agree. I guess Rendon was right about Madden, that he was a crazy old man. I think so, Hector. Madden should just go sell MAGA hats with Kurt. Randy says, I said it before. I don't care who is on this team anymore. Just fucking win. And then let's see. I miss our 2017 team, Vince says. Madden would lose his house betting in Vegas. That's how bad he has making moves. Steven says Phillies showed great small ball and manufacturing runs, and that's why they won. Hanky Panky Card says Mike out is another Pujols contract. Laugh my ass off. It's the wrong side of 30, and it's pitiful in the center of this team. And the way that the lackadaisical throws left, letting balls drop in front of him, striking out more and more every year. And that is true, Hanky Panky. He's had a bad season. Let's see. Laugh out loud, bag of balls. Let's see. What could the Angels get if they traded Ohtani and Trout? A big haul. That's what I'm saying. They could get a big haul with the third team involved. I don't know exactly. James says DFA Olivia. Jeez. Torrance says Walsh is the only one performing well during this streak. I have a lot of admiration for him. He's not bad. What do you think is wrong with him, Hanky? There's referring to Trout. Send Madden home and hippie the combines right there. Roger Lodge. James, can you fix the audio? Yeah. Again, I'll have to fix it next time with Chase. But here's the thing. With Trout, I think it's one of two things. It's either he needs contacts or you try hitting in a pitching machine. Try hitting from a pitching machine in the batting cages and work on your timing versus a pitcher. It will throw you off. It will throw you off. All it does is you're trying to get your swing down in the batting cages versus an actual pitching machine. When you're facing live pitching, you're picking up where the pitcher starts his windup, where his leg's going to plant to where the ball is released, and you get your timing squared up. You can't get your timing squared up when a ball just shoots out of a machine at however many miles per hour. You need to look at live pitching. Then you also need to see where you're hitting. If you're swinging too early and putting it into right field, if you're a left-handed hitter, or if you're pulling the ball like me too much and you're putting it way foul when you should be putting it in play. And when you're trying to work on your bunts and all where you're supposed to place the bat, everything can be worked out through batting practice, live batting practice. But how long has it been since the Angels have had live batting practice? It's been a very long time. And there's a reason why this team continues to struggle. Should have just left Iggy in, David Hernandez says. Should have, could have, would have. Again, Hunter is legit. He had carried unlimited call time, or when he does call in. Trout probably has both fields in the doorway. Joe Madden goes picking up apples at the pumpkin farm. This team is more painful to watch over and over. We're going to end up with a 23-game losing. Don't, because you've been right too much, Randy. If you call that one, I'm done. We will be in Boston. The matchups will be Waka Waka Waka, Whitlock, Ovaldi, and Pavetta. So those are pretty good pitchers. Curtis says, I've been winning a lot of money betting against the Angels. Exactly. Sosha is like, wow, sucks for them. Anyways, what sauce should I put on my panini pasta? Devers and ID going to be aiming to right the field or right the ship against Story at home. Story's going to be a good hitter to face. He's been on fire. Mike Schmidt for manager or Kevin Long for hitting coach. Ryan Barilla says, you're taking calls. Wanted to get one in before I left. Yeah, you know what? Let me take some calls right now. 714-912-2877. We'll open that up. Joe Metcalf says, we should win 11 in a row, hopefully. But that seems like something we cannot do anytime soon. People keep saying this team has to win for Trout and about Trout's responsibility to the team. Between he and Ohtani, it's embarrassing. It truly is. They need to be doing more out there. What do you think about Trout's struggles? I already talked about that, Brian. He either needs contacts or a lot more batting practice because he is not getting it done whatsoever. Again, the phone lines are open. 714-912-2877 is the number to call in. And also, I just want to say tonight's Nacho Night presented by Paul Sereno is going to go to, once again, Joe Madden, as he is getting the record for Nacho Nights presented by Paul Sereno, the worst hitting instructor. Both need to be fired ASAP and quickly, because I'm tired of this mess. It has continued for way too long. So we're going to take some phone calls if you guys want to get in on this right now, because I'm actually caught up on your comments. I blew through the comments as quickly as I could, and I'm actually thirsty as funk right now. A Roger Lodge segment? Yeah, might as well. I'll do some filler like he does. It's really good to do some Roger Lodge when you get a chance. But again, the number is 714-912-2877. If you guys are having problems, it looks like it's up and ready to go. We had no issues yesterday, so hopefully you guys can get in and make some phone calls here. Because again, I am not picking up on anything right now. Or I could just start the program up again and see if it works that way as well here. So yeah, I'll do that. I'll restart it and see if we can get it to pop off right now. And of course, it's not working, right? Let's see. There we go. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it going. And I'll get back into the comments and just stall for a couple minutes. I'll do a Roger Launch segment where it's 714 tickets, 714 tickets, 714 tickets. Call tonight, go today to watch your Angels lose again at home. Yolanda says they say this about Trout, that this is Trout's team. He needs to set up and call players out in a players-only meeting. The problem with that, Yolanda, is the fact that he's been asked to be a leader and he doesn't want the responsibility. He's actually said it in a couple quotes that he hates being the leader. He likes to be just one of the guys in the club. And the problem with that is being a superstar, you kind of inherit that role. That's why if you watch hockey, if you watch football, they have C's on their jerseys for a reason. Because you see the most talented players will get that C in football on their jersey above their heart. They're a captain of the team. Like my team, it was Russell Wilson for all those years. You have defenders on the team that'll be leaders because you lead by example. So if you're out there and you're the hardest working player on the team, you're going to earn that captain role, and people are going to look up to you, want to emulate the way you're the first one to the locker room to work out. You're the last one to leave the stadium after a game. You want that. And there's no doubt that Mike Trout's probably that dude. But he doesn't want the responsibility with calling guys out, with telling guys that they suck, telling guys to get their shit together. He doesn't want to be that dude. He doesn't want to yell, doesn't want to scream, doesn't want to say, hey, this is my legacy, I need to win. He doesn't want to be that guy. But then don't be the guy also that says, I demand a trade. Because you could have influenced these players over the years and you didn't do it. So I don't want to hear that crap. Let's see. Thirsty, that's what she said. Josh says, Abraham says, hey, man, I love this. I love this, by the way. I was on the podcast yesterday. Nice, Abraham. And by the way, if you guys get a chance, it's up right now. Here we got a phone call right now, finally. It's the Halo Honk line. Hello, you're on the air. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Out of there. I mean, I'm like, what the fuck? Now we lost 11 in a row. Now we're below 500. I'm like, oh my god, fuck Madden. Like, I'm gonna start like replacing, like, posters that say fuck Joe Biden. I'm gonna replace it and say fuck Joe Madden. Like, fuck Joe Madden. Like, he's a piece of shit, for fuck's sake. You need a new manager. Yeah, what's up?
No, I was just going to say, you know those Joe Biden stickers you see at the gas station where it says, I did that? It should be a picture of Madden pointing, saying, I did that to the standings where we're at right now.
Yeah. Yeah, holy shit. The gas prices are, like, high. And, like, I should make I did that. Like, we were, like, 27 to, like, 14. And, like, I'm going to make another sticker that says, I did that with Joe Madden on it. We were like 27 to 28, and like that's like, how do we lose 11? That's like the worst. We're doing worse since the Reds right now. Like,
yeah, we're bad right now, dude.
What the fuck? Yeah, and like people say it's Mike Trout's fault. I mean, like, Mike Trout's old now. Like, he's 31. Like, give him a break, man. He's hitting like 300 for like 10 years. Like, that's like he's pretty good, man. Like, just give him a break. He did this last year before he got injured. Otani, he can blame himself about his swing being absolute dog shit because like he went to the Derby. He should never have. But Trout, give him a break. He was injured, and yeah.
Well, this team's got. Oh, go ahead.
No, I wasn't gonna say anything. What's up?
No, I was gonna say, Super man. This team needs to. They need to change. These guys need to start hitting. It's contagious. It's all of them. It's not like it's just Trout and Otani struggling. They're all struggling, and at some point, these guys got to turn it around, and they just haven't done it right now. So that comes on the hitting coaches. That comes on the manager. It all starts and ends with Joe Madden, and until they get that through their heads, this is just going to be a continuous free fall.
Yeah, man.
So.
And we're first in Boston. Like when we were first up Boston, we were pretty good. We lost one, but we took two with Jared Ross being clutch in the second game. But I don't know about now. Like Trevor Story's on fire. Everyone's on fire. Like last time we played them, they were like stone cold, but now they're like hot fire. So like, they're probably better than the Phillies right now. So like, if we get on track again, we're probably gonna beat them. But it looks like we're gonna get smashed. And yeah, hopefully we get Joe Madden out of here.
Exactly.
This is becoming dog shit. And I'm gonna tell you, if you don't want like Arte, it's only about money. If you want to, I'm not gonna force you or anyone here, but if you want to protest this bullshit, I would stop buying tickets. Like this is like if you're buying tickets, you're supporting this bullshit. To be honest,
yeah.
A lot of Angels Instagram is saying don't buy tickets, make empty like Oakland. I agree. Like you're supporting Arte and this bullshit. Like, and if Arte doesn't make enough money, he's gonna sell it. That's how business works. So
that's true.
I would just like not go to tickets. Like you can watch it online, like in a craft stream or whatever. Like save your money.
Exactly. Yeah. All right, Super. Let me get to a few more of these phone calls, but good takes as usual, man. Hit me up. Hopefully after a win tomorrow.
Hopefully, yeah. Go Angels, man.
Go Angels, bro.
All right, man.
Later.
All right, man. See ya.
All right, that was Super right there. That opens up a line. I'm sorry reading comments. Some of you guys said it wasn't working. Hopefully you heard Super's call towards the end. Yolanda says you don't have to yell. You have to be like Torrey Hunter, someone that didn't take shit and gave it. I agree. That's a good comment right there, Yolanda. So you get some more. I'll get to some of these comments here too. This is a Halo Honk line.
Yo, what's up, man? It's Ben. How's it going?
It's Ben. Good. How are you doing, man?
Doing good. Yeah, I called like a couple of games ago. I don't know if you remember me. I'm Ben Cities on Instagram, so you might know me.
Okay, yeah, I do. I got you.
So, I was legit after that the 3-run homer by Stott. I legit was pondering burning some of my hats. Like that's how mad I was.
Oh,
like,
man.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah,
like I was just tweeting about it. Like I'm gonna become a Padres fan if we lose today. So like, might as well, fuck it.
well, see, this is the thing, man. I mean, you look at San Diego. They're Slam Diego. They could do a lot of good down there. They got the pitching. They got the hitting. They're going to be exciting. That's where the Angels should be. Before the Padres got all these players, the Padres fan base low key rooted for the Angels. A lot of Padre fans, when I went down there, they were like, "Oh, we love the Angels. We have nothing against them. We'll root for them." Especially when they play the Dodgers and, and when the Padres are eliminated, we root for them. And I think there's some goodwill with us to them to where, like you said, if this team blows and they're out of it by August and September, you're going to root for the Padres,
Yeah, might as well, But I don't know, man. It's just frustrating to see, like, decisions that don't make sense. Like, pulling Sandy, yes, he had like 2 men on base, and it's been like that for like the past 2 innings earlier. But at the same time, like you have one more out, and he's at 90 pitches, and his velocity wasn't going down at all. So I don't understand the logic right, man. I feel like I feel like man just doesn't trust anybody. I mean, I feel like the losing has gone to him, and I feel like he's not trusting his illogical his game plan, quote unquote. So I don't know, man. It's bullshit. And also, like, okay, yeah, you take out Quijada, who's dealing, and then also you take out for Tepera, who's also dealing. I'm seeing like his I was looking at his box score, and like they were pretty okay. But then you bring in Loop, who, okay, maybe tonight wasn't his fault. Duffy should have gotten that out with like that stupid ass throw.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm pissed off about that. But then, and also, like, why do you take out pitchers when you like? I feel like he just doesn't trust anybody. Like, he took out Rysel with 1 out left. He took out Sandy with 1 out left. And also, like, why are you putting Rysel with like 0 throwing in like the past 10 days? So he's cold. And then you put what's his name? Herget. You put Herget after Rysel when he's been hot. Why not just put Herget for today and then rest him and then put Rysel tomorrow? I just don't understand it, man. It's stupid.
Well,
like,
yeah.
And also,
they haven't used a good pitcher.
Go ahead.
They haven't used a good pitchers back to back. He keeps just resting guys way too much.
I know, man. I was complaining about it too, and I'm like,
well, yeah.
dude, like, they're major league pitchers. They can handle, a couple more half innings or an inning, or like a couple more outs, like it's like so frustrating, like, for him to use, like, and plus we're using 5 pitchers in our bullpen, like, basically every game this past losing streak, and it's infuriating because, like, these guys, like, are just probably, just so out of sync. Like you said, like you were talking about, like, when you were reading comments, like, nobody is set. We don't have 7-inning guy. We don't have an 8-inning guy. Rysel's basically Rysel's basically going to be the only, consistent person who's always going to get, maybe a 4-out save or a 3-out save, And I feel like man just doesn't know how to fucking control a game with his bullpen. That's the thing. Like, we're not putting out Claudio or fucking Junior Guerrero like last year, like those assholes who belong in Single A, last year.
Yeah.
We're throwing out, Archie Bradley, who has been really good. We're throwing out there Herget, who's been a pretty good pickup ever since he got released by the Rangers last year.
Yeah.
We're picking up Tepera, who was really good with the Cubs. We picked up Loop, who was probably the Mets' best arm in that trash bullpen they had last year.
But we started not using these guys in the right positions, and we're continuing to do that, and that's the problem. We're hurting these guys' confidence, and we're not giving them an opportunity to get settled in. But hey, good call, Ben. I got to get to a couple more calls here.
So I know, actually, wait. One more thing. Also, Ohtani, why aren't they telling him to bunt? Like, legit, the shift is basically leaving the entire third base open. Like, that's a bunt and it was his, above average speed. He can get to first. Like, come on, beat the shift. And like, they're basically giving you a bunt down the third base line. It's like, I really don't get it. Like, I don't get the mentality of basically what's going on. I mean, we need to fire everybody. I know that we need to fire Wise. Whoever's on the Nacho presented by, what's his name? I don't know.
Paul Sorrento and Jeremy Reed. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we need to fire them and fire man too. Honestly, I don't know. If he's not fired tonight, I'm feeling like Perry is going to give him like another 2 games leash, and if he loses the next 2 games, he's out of there. Hopefully. Or maybe, I feel like that's a 2-game leash, honestly.
Or maybe it's the homestand. If he doesn't win the homestand, he's out. So we'll have to see.
I know, right?
Yep. All right, brother. Well, thanks for calling and hit us up again.
All right. Yep.
Good
Hopefully,
takes.
I'm not pissed off tomorrow.
Exactly. we got to get a win. Dude. This is ridiculous.
I know, man. I was texting Halo Talk. If you know him on Instagram, like I was this morning. I was like, honestly, I'm feeling pretty good about today. And then, like, I just sound like depressing meme after the home run. So
exactly.
Yeah, man. Hey, hopefully, I'm in a good mood tomorrow when I call you. How about that?
Hey, that works for me, man.
Hey. honestly, yep, go Angels.
Go Angels.
Cindy's definitely going to be. I feel like Cindy's going to have a good game tomorrow. I'm feeling it. It's like you want to be optimistic because yes, I don't want to sound like a Halo honk, like South County Halo honk, but like you know, I feel like I have hope. You know, it's still early technically, but at the same time, I know we're not going to win the West. I know that it's going to be the Astros probably for like the next like 2 years. I don't want to say that, but like I have to be honest. I have to be depressingly honest. But like I feel like we got a good shot at the wild card still because like everybody below us is still kind of mediocre or ass. You know.
Yeah.
I mean. So yeah, okay. Hey, well, I'll let you.
Brother.
I know you gotta get. I know there's a bunch of people coming. Trying to call. All right.
All right.
I'll talk to you later, man.
All right,
See
later. All right, that was Ben right there. So I hate how the reporters say Madden heads the got the race to the playoffs after losing 10 in a row, but that's obviously not the same season, and we don't care. Exactly, Abraham. Let's see. Hopefully the news on Madden's firing drops tomorrow, Josh says. What wasn't it a Grand Slam? Yes, it was a Grand Slam. Anthony Gonzalez says he's not a good fantasy. Damn it, I'm even getting cut off by the numbers here. This is a Halo honk line.
Hello, it's the Toaster Man.
Grill Master, everyone's favorite.
Yeah, it's my turn. I gotta go quick. I gotta go be with some company. So I'm gonna try to be quick here. That last call went on for a while. First, I'm gonna start off by saying I am beyond pissed off right now because the only thing I want to yell is something like that.
Yes.
What are we doing? Like, I watched the end of this game and I'm honestly surprised. I would have expected you maybe throw in Archie Bradley in the ninth inning, something like that, because he has more experience in the ninth inning. Because, well, I don't want to repeat myself there because I don't want to sound like a grammatically incorrect idiot.
Mm-hmm.
You should have thrown in Archie Bradley to start the ninth inning. You could take out Rizal in that situation because and it's not like he threw 10 pitches. He actually threw triple that total.
Yeah, that's true. And Bradley is another setup guy that's had experience, and he would have been going against his former team, so he would have probably enjoyed it a little bit better and thrown a little bit better. So it would have made sense. Yeah, but again, true. Joe's like, wait a minute. If it makes sense, doesn't make sense to me.
It sounds like that honestly sounds like Artie. By the way, I was laughing when I was watching your show, when I rewatched your show on Friday on the Suffer and Succotash. That was so good.
Oh, thanks.
But seriously, this is absolutely depressing. If he's not fired by tomorrow morning before Thor takes the mound against Boston in Game 1, I will be completely and utterly shocked. Like, that loss should have been the ultimately fitting way to seal Madden's fate in Anaheim.
It should have been, and it would have been fitting. But let me get to a few more calls, Grill Master, and you're...
It's a shame. So we have Thor, Detmers, Otani, and Chase Silseth for our 4 matchups for the 4-game series. It's a 4-game series for those who don't know, and the pitching matchup for Boston is Waka Waka Waka, Garrett Whitlock, Nathan Eovaldi in Game 3, and then Nick Pivetta in Game 4, in which I have us losing by scores of 10-0, 7-1, 11-2, and 6-0 in the 4 games.
At least you're being positive. Just like Magic Johnson.
I have the losing streak to 15, and Joe Madden gets fired at some point in that series.
Awesome. Well, I'm with you on the Fire Madden. All right, brother. You enjoy your company, and hopefully the Angels can win tomorrow.
Johnson. Let's see. It's a 6:38 start on Valley Sports. Go Angels, I guess.
Go Angels.
Well, I'm with you on the Fire Madden.
And there was Grill Master right there.
You enjoy your company, and hopefully
we had a phone call there for a second. Phillies fired Girardi. What's taking Artie so damn long? Leaf says, although I should take into consideration that Artie, who does everything wrong and nothing the same. Zip your Grill Master, Anthony Gonzalez. Damn, you guys are going off on. I was looking at the comments right now. You guys are times up on the last couple of callers. Okay, so I let Ben go a little long. You know, he's like, you know, he was enthusiastic. But yeah, we're gonna have to make it a point to where we give like 2 minutes. I shut up and I just let you guys go, and then I'll feed off of it afterwards. Because I only got a few more minutes here. I got to do a podcast with Fernando coming up here because we got our weekly one, and I implore you guys and gals out there to listen to that podcast. It's really good with me and Fernando, and we're also going to have JT on. And then also we have the Bases Loading podcast, which is going to take place tomorrow, which is VT and Ryan Barilla. They're going to do their thing talking about Angels baseball. They have their own takes on things. Plus, they throw out the around the league stuff too, so you're going to hear some stories about what's going on in Major League Baseball, so you're not too depressed about your Angels. Sorry, I'm missing most of the messages towards the end here because I usually get caught up in the phone calls, so I apologize for that if I've missed some of your comments. Todd, there is a terrible echo, very delayed. I'm sorry about that again. I've got to check with what do you call it, Chase, who's got to help me with that, because somewhere along the thing. Some of you guys are saying it's terrible. Some of you guys are saying it's not bad. But I thought I fixed it prior. I tried to do my best stuff on it, and apparently not. It didn't go too good. So every time I screw with this thing, I wind up screwing it up. So that's my problem. Let's see. Hunter call EQ. Yeah, EQ. If we get Hunter to close it out, I think he'll be Raciel Iglesias that'll keep it in the ballpark tonight. Jeremy Perry needs to go from the front office, Mateo says. Lizette checking in says, I started an emotional support group called Halos. Well, Lizette, if you're not a part of this page yet, I suggest you like this page, and I suggest you listen to the podcast. Check us out, and DM us a message about your page, and we'll promote it. And then maybe if you have some good takes, you can get on the podcast with us or chat it up here on the phone lines with us as well, because we love talking Angels baseball. Martin says Hunter is in bed with his teddy. Hector says this is a team player. This is the team player. Players come to play only at 50%, and managers and coaches see that past time job. And that's the thing too, Hector. These guys don't have the mentality of the Angel way. We thought, and see, Perry is trying to institute the Angel way, the new Angel way, and unfortunately, the guys haven't bought onto it yet, and that's the problem. The number real quick is 714-912-2877. If only there was a thing called tech support. Yes. My son's Little League team and AAA pitchers are all absolutely better than Silseth. We finished second, but still, LOL, we won. Mateo says, y'all got to sign a petition I made earlier. Yes, and Ryu says facts. Fernando also says bring Kai Bush, Dave McKinnon up. He's young and hungry. Both of those guys are. So is a guy like Bachman. He's almost ready to go. So I got 2 more minutes here. So if we don't get a call in by our boy Hunter, because I was saving that line open for him so he can close us out. If not, everyone that's tuned in, I really appreciate all the calls and comments. Share it with your friends. I mean, look, if you're looking for a page that doesn't take bullshit and it's not a Halo honk, and you could say what you want to say and not be ridiculed for it, like on the Facebook pages that suck ass, like Angels Uncensored used to be really cool on Facebook, but they've turned Halo honkish. If you want to be able to say what you want to say, come here and let it be heard. Make your memes, send us stuff, tag us. We put it on our reels all the time. People tag us all the time at their games. They find funny stuff to share. We promote other pages, so we all work together. I got a phone call. Hopefully this is my boy. It's the Halo honk line. At their games, they find funny stuff to share.
Fuck this piece of trash. God damn it.
We all work together. Rally, Chris. I thought you were Hunter there for a minute. It's the Halo honk line. No? Not positive?
Nope.
Come on. I'm seriously getting worried about you because you're like the most positive guy I know, even more than Magic Johnson. And you're just not positive anymore, man. Like, you're just – every call is fuck this team. I'm seriously getting worried about you.
I'm still believing in everything. We're still gonna.
Even more than Magic
I'm still
Johnson.
having faith.
And
yeah, you're here, right here.
Not positive anymore.
We're making a playoff this season.
And
we're not getting. We're not losing 15 straight. So yeah, you can book that. Your Christmas socks.
Okay. Crispy socks it is, dude. And by the way, we do have something coming up here that I'm going to promote. I just haven't been in the mood to promote our screen stuff, but we're definitely going to get some Crispy Socks Awards stuff coming up here soon. Especially with the way the team's played.
Our screen stuff,
But I don't know if you saw my video. My video is getting still blown up.
Oh, it is? Okay, good.
Stuff coming up here.
But they're saying you got to watch your potty mouth. It's okay, Rally Chris, man. Look, I feel your frustration, bro, because all I wanted to yell, like Randy said, was "fuck" with that grand slam. That was too much, man. I did not think that was going to sink us that low.
Yeah, like I was like watching it and everything, and right when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, great, here we go."
Yep. All
All
right, Rally Chris, what's your?
We should put in Herget the whole entire inning in the first place.
That probably would have worked. Actually, it probably would have worked.
Yep.
But Madden with his decisions.
All right, Rally Chris, what's your...
Real quick, man. I want to get your predictions real quick before we bounce because I gotta do another podcast right now. So,
worked,
what are your predictions on the 4-game set with Boston? Do we right the ship or do we not?
Decisions.
That
if
if Madden
real quick before we bounce,
is still here, which I'm having a feeling he's still going to be here. We're back home. The fans need to show support, boo the crap out of Madden and everything. Saying a split, but let's hope take 3 out of 4 from Boston.
Okay, I'm with you. I'll take a split any day because anything less is just going to be depressing. All right, my man. That's it for the show today. Appreciate the call. Rally Chris and go Angels.
Okay, I'm with you.
Yeah, go
I'll
Angels.
Take a split any day, 'cause...
All right, everybody. Enjoy the rest of what's left of your Sunday. I got to get to a pod. Sorry,
That's
Fernando,
it
for
the
lagging
show
in a few
today.
minutes. He's been
Appreciate
waiting
the
on me.
call.